Hey guys, as I'm making this video, I got a flight that leaves in about 12 hours, but I just wanted to put out one more green steel mill video before I flew out from two games that I played earlier today. So this video won't have too much editing or much of a fun script, but feel free to watch if you guys want to see a little bit more footage of green steel mill against red purple. I have two games I played today, both against top 25 strong grandmasters, and I think they're a pretty good showcase of how green steel mill sort of plays against red purple. Our first opponent is Masnonet, who is currently ranked number 3 on ladder and has overtaken our boy Alrathian. He's a very strong opponent and plays a very aggressive red-purple deck that doesn't even run magic mirrors and has a heavy evasive aggro package. His deck is really cool and carried him to the top ladder, and he obviously is super solid pilot on it. We go second, and of course we get rid of our non-wheel uninkables. And since I'm going second, I decide to send away one more card, Mad Hatter, as we're a bit top heavy on ink. We mulligan decently, but since we don't start with Whole New World, we're going to have to draw into it or it'll be an uphill battle. He inks Evasive Mickey and passes. We ink Hook and pass. Our plan this game is just to mostly mill him, so we're not going to take a super aggro route, especially going second. He plays Cauldron on his turn. On our turn 2, again, we just ink and pass. Eric's not that great against red-purple since he just dies to Rafiki. He also can't sing Mother Knows Best. Our opponent casts Friends and passes. We're going to need to draw into a Whole New World to have a good match against red-purple. On my turn, I ink Fat Mickey, but given how ink heavy my hand is, I could definitely just play him here to have something on board that can sing Mother Knows Best. So this could be a mistake, but then again, I can just always play Hans on turn 4 instead, so it's probably not that big of a deal. He plays Maleficent, and I end up playing Hans on turn 4. He plays another Maleficent, and then on our turn we have a perfectly timed Whole New World that shows up. We're going to definitely want to get a beast out there for this Cauldron. I decide to just kill off a Maleficent with Hans and try to bait out a Maui that I can smash if he wants to kill my Hans that way. He goes for the Maui play, and on my turn I smash Maui and completely brain fart blunder my turn. I meant to play Mother Knows Best and sing Whole New World, but I was zoning out here and sang Mother Knows Best by accident and completely messed up my turn, so oops. Anyways, it doesn't matter too much, I guess. He just gets to have an extra Rafiki on board as I beast his second Cauldron and wheel away our hands. I didn't get a Be Prepared with my wheel, so I expect him to play it on his turn. He doesn't have it though, and plays a Shield, Watch, and Lizard instead, and quests with Rafiki and readies him. It seems he's aware that I'm on a mill plan and is going hyper aggro to try and race my combo. Unfortunately for him, if Green Steel Mill gets a turn 6 or 7 wheel off in the game, they go into the mid game with a pretty big advantage. Unluckily, I don't draw any wheel card recursion, so I need to battle through his first wheel cycle with my own characters until I can draw one. I play Tinkerbell and Quest and pass. He plays Maui and then readies it, killing 2 beasts, which is absolutely monstrous for him. He also inks Friends as he realizes he doesn't want to be drawing cards from his deck against Mill. I play a small Tinkerbell as I need her to dig deeper for my wheel cards and trade my Eric for his Rafiki. I decide not to quest to protect Tinkerbell from Pocket Watch Aladdin or Maui's or Pocket Watch Mickey evasive. He plays Elsa and Rush kills my small Tinkerbell. We need to draw wheel gas or we're going to get outraced. I play a Cusco who really shines as a warded singer here, as if he wants to get rid of him, he'll have to play Be Prepared and kill his own Elsa. I also play Cerberus. He has the Aladdin and gets rid of my Tinkerbell with Aladdin Pocket Watch. He then quests with Elsa as he needs to race against me drawing my mill cards. I clear his board with Grab Your Swords and Cerberus, and I draw a small Tinkerbell which will try and help me dig again for more mill cards. Again, I don't quest to protect Cusco from Maui or Pocket Watch rushed characters. He plays Goofy and Rafiki and takes out my damaged Cerberus. On my turn, we finally draw a Do It Again, and we can bounce his Goofy and Wheel. Our deck should have plenty of wheel outs at this point, so we feel super good about our situation. I play Do It Again and cast Whole New World, and draw right into another Whole New World. I don't have too much exciting stuff in my next hand cycle, but I do have a wheel. So since I have the ink, I just cast it and cycle our hands once again. I play a small Tinkerbell with my remaining ink. On his turn, he Pocket Watch Aladdin and kills my small Tinkerbell. And he's got the spicy LeFou tech and ends up doing a double kill on my Cusco. On my turn, I Beast because Pocket Watch is super annoying. And then I Sing Bounce his LeFou and spin the wheel once more. He's only got 8 cards left in his deck after he draws for his turn, and I have another wheel in my hand. So as long as he can't kill me in 2 turns, this game is over. He plays a Mickey BLT and Aladdin, threatening a lot of lore on his side. I draw a Lady Tremaine, which can get back a Mother Knows Best for his Mickey, and I have a Smash for small Aladdin. So I play out that sequence and sing out Wheel, and he realizes the game is over and concedes soon after. So with green steel against red purple, the most important factor is just when do you draw your Whole New World. If you start with it in your opening hand, you're very favored against red purple, but if you can't draw it by turn 7, then you're probably disadvantaged. So all it comes down to is the timing of when you get your Whole New World. The second game was played later on the same day, and this one's against another Grandmaster, and he's also a fellow YouTuber, BannibalHarca. I think he's a very solid player, and I like his content, so if you guys are itching for more Grandmaster level gameplay videos with good commentary, I recommend you guys check out his YouTube. I'll link it in the description below. We go second again this game, but here we have a wheel in our starting hand. I send back our Uninkables and draw OK, but we have a Do It Again in our starting hand, which is annoying. But of course, stuff like this will happen with this deck, and that's why we run so many copies of Do It Again, Lady Tremaine, and Whole New Worlds. He inks a Pocket Watch, and we're happy to see that we're against red-purple, as, again, if you start with an early Whole New World, you're very heavily favored as mill in the matchup. As is our usual game plan, we just want to ink and pass until turn 5. Though we probably want to throw in a 3-drop in there sometime for Mother Knows Best singing. He's got a turn 2 mirror and plays a turn 3 friends on the other side. I drop my Fat Mickey for his singing potential for Mother Knows Best. And I've got the setup to drop a Cusco on turn 5 and Wheel on turn 6. On his turn 4, he plays a Pongo, which is smart, since drawing with Mirror on this turn is useless against my deck, and I think he knows I'm playing Mill at this point, especially if he sees Fat Mickey on board. I think I actually misplayed my turn 4 as I just ink and passed, but I should cast Mother Knows Best to slow down his Pongo tempo a bit, since I have a Do It Again to return it and Mickey to sing. But then again, if I leave Pongo out on the board, he might draw with Mirror if he has no turn 5 play. But I still think playing Mother Knows Best is the better play. He draws with Mirror on his turn, plays a Shield, and quests. I draw a beast and decide I don't actually care that much about his mirror since I'm trying to mill him, so I take away his shield instead. Here I sing out my Mother Knows Best now, as I can just grab it back with Do It Again, and then sing it again before wheeling. On his turn he plays a Pongo and a second mirror. On my turn it's time to start off my combo. I return Mother Knows Best to bounce the Pongo, and then I wheel away our cards. I brick my 7 cards, hitting no wheel gas or even a baby tink, so we're going to have to wait a little bit. We do have 2 swords, so we can hold off some aggression if he starts playing out all his smaller evasive guys. On his turn he plays a Be Prepared, which we're fine with seeing as it uses up his turn and all his ink. We draw into our Do It Again. I need to get a 5-cost singer out there, so I ink and play Cerberus and Eric. On his turn he knows what's coming, so he Dragonfires my Cerberus and plays out a Rafiki. On my turn I decide to play out Cusco, as it's very unlikely that he has a Be Prepared, the way he played his last turn, and I shoot down the Rafiki with a smash. He drops an Ursula on board, and then I wish I'd quested with Eric to give him a card off my 1 lore. He also adds a Donald Duck to his board for offense, although it's usually a defensive card. On my turn, I have a super awkward turn, as I don't have an ink in my hand after drawing a second Do It Again. I want to bounce his Ursula and wheel, but I need 9 ink or a 3 ink singer to be able to do this, which I don't have either of. I take back my wheel with my first Do It Again. If I wait 1 more turn to try and bounce his Ursula, I worry he might just play another big character on his turn, and I just lose tempo that way. So I just go ahead and wheel away our hands. I wheel into some nice wheel gas, but I completely blundered this turn. I should just play Lady Tremaine and grab back wheel to be ink efficient. Or at the very least I could have alternatively smashed his Donald Duck and cast Do It Again to grab back my wheel. I have no idea what I was thinking when I played Smash and passed with 3 ink open. I guess I was just autopilot playing too fast for my own good. He plays an Aladdin and Baby Elsa on his turn, and then he quests. I play a Lady Tremaine to grab back my Whole New World, and then I have to smash his Baby Elsa as she's far too dangerous to leave out. I also realize how badly I blundered my previous turn, as now he's catching up to my tempo, and my mistake the previous turn can easily snowball his lore out of control, since I didn't calculate the tempo play correct, or in fact at all. I try to compensate for my error by bouncing his Aladdin back to slow down his lore, but now I've left my Cusco open to a Pocket Watch Aladdin combo if he hits 11 ink and has it. I decide to put some damage on his Ursula with Eric. He quests with Ursula and plays a Rafiki to take out Eric, and then he plays Aladdin. I've definitely just let him back into the game with my 1-turn misplay. On my turn, I cast Do It Again to grab Mother Knows Best to bounce his Aladdin, and then I play Cusco and sing out A Whole New World. I hit a Grab Your Swords, so I sing it out to kill his Rafiki. But unfortunately, this wheel cycle doesn't provide us with any wheel recursion, so we're going to have to play straight up on board till we can find another one. He plays Aladdin and then a Maui to take out my Lady Tremaine. On my turn, I realize his lore count is getting wildly out of control, so I decide to use my 2 Cuscos to take out his Ursula. How often do you see something like that? I play Cerberus and a Baby Tinkerbell to try and dig for more wheel recursion. He plays a second Maui to take out both my Cuscos. Then he plays Ursula and Archimedes, as he needs every single bit of lore to race me. He decides to go in with Aladdin and sacrifice him to my Cerberus, but this will allow his Archimedes to take out my Cerberus later. I go ahead and take out the Aladdin, and then I dig deeper with Baby Tinkerbell, and I find a whole new world. I have exactly enough ink to bounce his Ursula, and cast a Mother Knows Best and another 5-drop Hatter, so I play out that sequence. Once again, we unfortunately don't hit our wheel recursion on our next 7-hand cycle, and just need one more wheel to win the game. We're going to have to battle it out on board again to stall until we see our wheel card. He plays Pongo and Aladdin after playing Be Prepared on his turn. On my turn, I play a Baby Tinkerbell to try and dig for my winning wheel card, and I play Swords to kill his Aladdin and damage his Pongo. I can use my own green Tinkerbell to give one of my characters evasive for a turn to take out his Pongo. So I play a Hans and Captain Hook to allow myself the ability to kill his Pongo, even if he casts Elsa and exerts 2 of my 3 characters. On his turn, he does Elsa and exerts 2 of my characters and goes up to 16 lore. This game is way too close for comfort, and again, it all started with that one turn where I didn't play my ink efficiently and allowed him to catch up in tempo. I brick another card and draw Beast. I have 2 more Whole New Worlds and 2 more Lady Tremaines left in my deck of about 14 cards. So I have about a 4 in 14 chance of drawing it to wheel and win the game. My opponent's about to go to 7 cards. I play my green Tinkerbell, giving my Hook the ability to trade with his Pongo. Then I decide to play Genie on his Elsa to stall off some lore. I'm really hoping that he uses Elsa on my Genie and Hans and leaves my Baby Tinkerbell alone. On his turn, he plays Elsa again to exert my 2 Tinkerbells, and then Dragonfires my Genie. So here, I think since I'm at 0 lore, the best play is actually to Dragonfire my Tinkerbell, as she's my biggest threat card of getting me closer to my wheel card that wins the game. But who's honestly going to be thinking about these things when no one actually plays mill decks on ladder, and no one has any experience playing against it? So can't really fault him for this misplay, since he probably never runs into mill and doesn't have much experience playing against it. I draw a Cheshire Cat and quest with Hans. I play Beast and destroy his Cauldron. Then I play out my 2 Cheshire Cats. I don't want to bounce his Elsa again, as she can come back down and exert my Tinkerbell again. On his turn, he plays Ursula and an evasive Mickey. I guess this is it. This is my last turn. We're going to be dead if we don't draw the wheel card here. I do deserve to be punished in this game for making that big mistake earlier on by not playing my Lady Tremaine on time, but he also made the mistake of not Dragonfiring my Baby Tinkerbell a few turns earlier. We both have made mistakes this game that sort of cancel each other out, I guess, and now it all comes down to this last turn. Can the top deck king do it again one more time? I draw a Tinkerbell. And now my Baby Tinkerbell, who should have already been dead at this point, gives me my one last shot at my 4 outs to glory. We have 4 outs, and we have 13 cards left in deck. I mean, come on. Was there any doubt, guys? Anyways, again, I want to give a shout out to BannibalHarca for this exciting match. You guys should definitely go ahead and check out his channel. And as for myself, I got a flight to catch now, so I guess I'll see you guys again in a couple of weeks. As always, thanks for watching.